We are going to talk about gerund. So, firstly, I want to say that if we are talking about gerund, we mustn't forget about an infinitive because gerund and infinitive are very often misunderstood. And it is always a great trouble what to use, a gerund or an infinitive. And the topic of gerunds and infinitives are absolutely endless. We can talk many hours, many days, months, and years about this trouble. But I have gathered the whole information, and today I'm going to present you gerund and infinitive, and I will tell you shortly, and I will tell the most important things just for you to differentiate the gerund and the infinitive, to find out the differences, and to put the dots where you need, and to be more confident in using these two, gerund or infinitive. When we are talking about gerund and infinitive, and when we want to find the differences, the first thing what we have to do is to find out what a gerund is and what an infinitive is. So, firstly, let us talk about gerund. What a gerund is. A gerund is a noun made from a verb by adding ing. So, adding ing is gerund. For example, let's take a verb read. And if we want to make a gerund, we have to add adding ing, and we have reading. This is a gerund. Adding ing is a gerund. Read is a verb. Reading is a gerund. Read, reading. And we also have to know that gerund can be used as an object or as a complement or as a subject of a sentence. Let us look at some of the examples. Reading helps you learn English. Reading is a gerund. You can see ending ing. So this is a gerund. And it is the subject of the sentence. Next example is, our favorite hobby is reading. Reading is a gerund. You can see ending ing. Reading is a gerund, and it is a complement of this sentence. Next example is, I enjoy reading. Reading is a gerund, ending ing. Reading. It is an object of a sentence. And if we want to make a negative statement, if we want to make a negative gerund, what do we have to do? The easiest thing ever. Take note, put it before a gerund, and you will have a negative gerund. Let us look at some examples. Okay. First one is, he enjoys not working. Working is a gerund. If you want to say that he doesn't like to work, he just likes to feel free. So you take not, put it before working. And we have, he enjoys not working. That is a negative gerund. The next example is, the best thing for your health is not smoking. Smoking is a gerund. And if we want to say that don't smoke, it's harmful, it is the worst thing you can do, give up this bad habit, you think not it before a gerund, and we have a sentence. The best thing for your health is not smoking. Not smoking. Negative. So that was gerund. And now let us see what an infinitive is. Infinitive is a verb plus particle to before it. For example, learn is a verb. And if we want to make an infinitive, we take particle to, put it before learn, and we have to learn. To learn is an infinitive. Learn, a verb. To learn is an infinitive. And infinitive can also be used as the subject of a sentence, as a complement of a sentence, or as an object of the sentence, as well as a gerund does. Let us look at some of the examples. The first one is, to learn is important. To learn is an infinitive. particle to as verb. To learn, and it is used as the subject of a sentence. The next example is the most important thing is to learn. To learn is an infinitive and it is a complement of a sentence. To learn. He wants to learn. To learn is an infinitive and it is an object of a sentence. And of course, if you want to make a negative infinitive, what do you have to do? I think you know the answer pretty well. I decided not to go. I decided not to go. To go is an infinitive. And if we have decided not to go anywhere, just to stay at home, to relax, to have fun, or just watch TV, or to talk with friends, so we might say, I decided not to go. Not to go is negative infinitive. Next sentence is the most important thing is not to give up. To give up is an infinitive. And if you want to say to your friend, hey guy, don't give up. If you have a dream, just follow it. Never give up, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how many troubles you have. Don't give up, just go ahead, step by step, step by step. Try to reach your dream and everything will be fine. And you will definitely win. So you might say, oh, let's forget about all this stuff. So you have to say, most important thing is not to give up. To give up is an infinitive. Not is a particle, and not to give up is negative. So these were gerunds and infinitives. And now the most important question: what to use? A gerund or an infinitive? How do you think? Both gerunds and infinitives can be used as the subject or as a complement of a sentence. However, as subjects or complements, gerunds usually sound more like normal spoken English, and infinitives in this case are very not so often used. They are often omitted uh, because infinitives in this case they sound more abstract and philosophic. So not to be so confused. Just remember that when we're talking about subject or a complement of a sentence, and we have to decide what to choose, a gerund or an infinitive in this case, the only thing you have to remember is that in 90% of the time, you will use gerund. Okay, some of the examples are learning is important. Learning is a gerund and it is a normal subject. It is normally used and more commonly used, it's more spoken. And to learn is important. To learn is an infinitive. It is also a subject. It is abstract and it is not so common. Next example is the most important thing is learning. Learning is a normal complement. It is commonly used. It is more spoken. And the most important thing is to learn. It's an abstract subject. Learning is a gerund and to learn is an infinitive. So when we are talking about an object and we need to decide what to use, in this case, a gerund or an infinitive. So this situation is more difficult because infinitives and gerunds are often interchangeable. Usually the main verb of a sentence shows us what to use, a gerund or an infinitive. Yes, the main verb requires a gerund or an infinitive after it. And if you know pretty well all these words, so it is not a problem for you to decide what to choose. It's not so difficult. For example, he enjoys swimming. Enjoy requires gerund. He enjoys swimming. Swimming is a gerund. Another example is he wants to swim, want requires an infinitive. That is why he wants to swim. Some verbs are followed by gerunds as objects. For example, she suggested going to a movie. Suggest requires gerund. That is why she suggested going gerund to a movie. Another sentence is Mary keeps talking about her problems. Keep always requires gerund. Only gerund. That is why she keeps talking about her problems. Another sentence is Mary needs to talk about her problems. Need, a verb, need requires only infinitive. That is why Mary needs to talk is an infinitive. To talk is an infinitive about her problems. So this is it. And here below my video in the description, I will write down for you a list of verbs that require only gerund or only infinitive. It's a pretty big list, so I hope it will be very useful for you. I do hope that you will learn these words, or at least if you do not have a possibility or much time to learn them. Just read them many times. The more you read, the more you understand. The more you understand, the better you speak. So, was happy to see you. Don't forget to put the thumb up and to subscribe to our channel to have more useful lessons. And if you have some questions, please ask. Bye. Don't forget about gerunds and about the verbs.